Now, yesterday I spent a little bit of time talking about this front group, CAIR, this front group for radical Islam, for Hamas, for you name it. CAIR, very clever. And over at the Gateway Pundit, which is a very good website, they caught something on Twitter. CAIR tweeted. And they tweeted by linking to an article in a British newspaper. And here's what the tweet said. CAIR National at CAIR National. Hashtag American Sniper. The real American sniper was a hate-filled killer. Why are simplistic patriots treating him as... And it goes on. So the Council on American Islamic Relations, by retweeting this, attacked former Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, as Gateway Pundit puts it, the subject of the record-breaking film American Sniper, as a hate-filled killer, in a post to the group's account on Twitter. Now, I'll never forget, CAIR was listed by the Justice Department as an unindicted co-conspirator in the 2007 Holy Land Foundation terrorism funding case. That is, money was allegedly being laundered through the organization. Allegedly. Last year, CAIR was designated a terrorist organization by the United Arab Emirates. CAIR says they will appeal to be taken off the UAE's terrorist list. The tweet by CAIR is based on the headline for an article published by the left-wing goon squad over at The Guardian in Britain on January 6th that attacked Kyle and his supporters. The review of several days of tweets by CAIR shows that the tweet calling Kyle a hate-filled killer to be the group's only comment on the American Sniper movie. Why isn't this organization banned from this country? Why isn't there an investigation into this organization's finances and connections with front groups, some of which have ties to groups that seek to destroy our own country? Why is Mr. Hooper and Mr. Nawad and all the rest of them, why are they free to just go on TV and comment about, how awful America is and Israel and all the rest? Why are they free to do that? Shouldn't there at least be a sentence or two under their names, like Ibrahim Dougie Hooper, spokesman for unindicted co-conspirator, CAIR? Or when this guy Nawad, the Nimrod, when he's on TV, why don't they have under his name the executive director of CAIR, designated a terrorist organization by the United Arab Emirates? No. They're just on there as a civil rights group. This is a hate America, phony front group that seeks to slowly but surely spread Sharia law in our own country. That's what it is. That's what they're up to. That's what they do. And I told you, Dougie, you're free to call the program if you wish. In Yemen, the Islamo-Nazi terrorists with ties to the Islamo-Nazi terrorists in Tehran, Iran, have essentially and are taking over that country. Obama pointed to this country just a few months ago as an example of his successful foreign policy and counterterrorism. Cut 8, go.
This strategy of taking out terrorists who threaten us while supporting partners on the front lines is one that we have successfully pursued in Yemen and Somalia for years.
Somalia is a disaster, absolute anarchy, and now Yemen is controlled by the Islamo-Nazi regime through its Islamo-Nazi terrorists in Tehran. Our new friends in Tehran. The Israelis just wiped out a little convoy on its border on the Golan Heights with Syria with Hezbollah. Hezbollah is funded by and an ally of the Islamo-Nazi regime in Tehran, Iran. One of their generals was killed. The Israelis said they didn't know one of the generals was there, and I say, oh well, luck happens. So the Iranian regime is spreading its terrorism, is funding its organization, is at war with the civil society, and Obama's working with that regime, and that regime now has done more to defend the Iraqi regime than the United States. So Iran is slowly but surely conquering what's left of Iraq, has now conquered Yemen, is looking for trouble on the Golan Heights with Syria, across the way from Israel. And these are the bums that this president is negotiating with. And even Democrats in Congress see that this is a problem. But he says, no, you better not pass sanctions. I will veto them. Then he gets his stooge, Cameron, from Britain to do the same, to make calls and lobby members of Congress. No, we can work with these people. We can deal with these people. As they overthrew the government in Yemen today, as they're trying to slowly but surely take over Iraq with the blessings of Barack Obama. Now, you won't hear a damn word about this at that spectacle they call the State of Union speech, which is pathetic.